Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Alpha Marcia Genoroth, and yes, like I promised you before, indeed I've brought you another video when it comes to the use of computers, but this time specifically our point of interest is on the AI and research. What has been the impact, the transformative powers of AI when it comes to research. So even before going any further, if you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed my videos, what are you waiting for? So just go on my YouTube channel and click on the like, on the subscription button, so that when the next videos come in, you will not miss any of it. So straight to our points of discussions for today, it's important for us to define what the different terms mean. So you ask yourself, what is AI? Now, AI is the ability of a computer or a machine to perform tasks that naturally or normally would require human intelligence. Okay, and you ask yourself, what is a research then? Now, a research, this refers to systematic investigations on discovery of facts, on developing of new theories to solve problems. So let's then look on the effects of AI on research. How has it been transformative? How has it been of impact? Point number one, let's talk about data analysis. You realize that AI is able to scan of research papers in just minutes, and this is an advantage when it comes to research because, for example, when you look at the times of COVID, it was used in COVID research to scan patient data to get information, and this was very, very helpful. Another point when we are talking about the impact of AI on research is prediction. AI is able to predict possible future outcomes. For example, in climate research, it is now being used to forecast temperature changes decades ahead, and this is an impact when it comes to research. Another thing that would gladly talk about is automation, in that it reduces the risk of repetitive tasks. That tools like Skype automatically summarizes the scientific research papers into a meaningful but a short and detailed information, and this has been an impact. And another point that we cannot miss but talk about is the patent recognition. And in this case, you find that AI finds trends that a normal human would miss out. For example, when it comes to the detection of cancerous cells, now through scanning, AI is able to detect these cells that the normal physical eye of a doctor wouldn't possibly detect. And it also has its limitations, and I could talk about a few. Number one is cost, because you realize that for you to be able to access and benefit from AI, uh, you would need internet and the required gadgets, which of course in cars costs. And number two limitation that I could possibly talk about is that since it's designed by the human hands, in case of any biasness, it means the effect would be on the final users. Okay, and these are some of the limitations. And I would like to let you know that AI has been used in researches, very many, or a couple of them. I could list for you a few. For example, in agricultural research, it is used to look for ways to grow food faster. It has been used in social science and policy research. It has also been used in healthcare and disease determination. It has also been used in data analysis in large experiments. It has been used in climate and environmental research, like I already talked about. It has been used in drug discovery and medicine research. And lastly, it has been used in literature review and paper summarization. All these researches that I've talked about benefited from the use of AI, and many, many more that I cannot list all, but these are just a few examples. And in conclusion, I would gladly say that AI has not come to replace researchers, but rather to empower them. That even tomorrow's discoveries will be made by human creativity and artificial intelligence. So having over talked about research and AI, you're wondering how is it then done? This is simple and it's practical. Just to give you an example, for example, when you go to your Google, you can see from my desktop, in case you have a laptop or a desktop out there, when you come to Google Chrome and you tap on it, it brings you here. That's where I am. To search Google or type URL. So for example, let's try using Chat GPT. It brings you the option of Chat GPT, log into Chat GPT. So you can ask AI, for example. Okay. And say, maybe make me a research on what? Maybe on COVID-19. Okay. And you come and search. So you see what I have been talking to you about. Okay. So it's here. It's telling us that sure, here is a concise, well-structured research overview on COVID-19 as of 2025, covering its background, transmission, symptoms, variants, treatments, vaccines, and ongoing global impact. Research on COVID-19, it gives you the introduction, it gives you the virology and origin, the transmission, the symptoms, the causes, the variants of concern, literally everything is here. The diagnostics, the treatment, okay, the vaccines that are now being used, the boosters, the long COVID, the social and economic impact, the current status, and the conclusion and the reference. Okay, so having looked at all this, you realize or you appreciate exactly the things that I was trying to talk about, that the work that would take a researcher days or months to do, AI is now able to do it just in minutes. Okay. And so this is something that you're not going to escape in your day-to-day life. You're going to use it, whether in your institutions, if you're a student, you're still going to need this. And this is very, very important, and it's going to help you a lot. So I hope that you have learned in that whenever you're faced with a project, a research, you know exactly what to do and how to do it. I hope this video has been developmental for you. I hope you picked and learned something from it. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening. For those that have not subscribed, you know what to do. Just click on that button, like my videos, and in the next one, I'm even going to be bringing for you better videos. Thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.